Hey there folks, my name is Daizoren and welcome to another episode of MonDaiz. As you'll notice, Marv is not here. He was unable to record because he was off going to like a soccer game, I think. Maybe, I forget. He just wasn't able to record. So I wanted to do like kind of a reading your comments type of video because I have been wanting to do something like that for a while and kind of always been on the fence about it, but decided not to because I'm sure, as most of you already know, well, actually let me preface this a bit. What was it, the 16th? So that was Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. There was just out of nowhere an update like with Markiplier's Facebook page saying that like something serious had happened and that he would be unable to make videos and he would be away from his YouTube channel for quite a while. And we found out yesterday, as of recording, so Saturday, that one of the guys from Syndigo, Daniel, had apparently attempted to commit suicide and was rushed to the hospital, where it was found that the damage that had been done to his brain was irreversible, and so he was on life support and then eventually taken off of it because there was no way of recovering. I knew of the Syndigo guys and I had watched some of their stuff. I had never watched a lot of it, but I liked watching some of the videos that they put out. And I had I still do. I have a lot of respect for, what they tried to do or what they did with their channel and everything. And obviously, Mark had a very high level of respect for what they did, enough that he wanted to work with them as much as possible. Now Syndigo will not be continuing. Apparently, like, they've decided that they're just going to end the channel, which is completely understandable because of the events that have happened. It's a tragic thing. And I guess I more or less wanted to talk about something that we've talked about before, and I've talked about my personal experiences with it, is of course suicide and depression, and that if you're somebody who is out there, if somebody's out there and you feel like there's no one there, you're alone, or that there's no reason for you to wake up tomorrow or any of that kind of stuff, know that's a feeling that you're having in that moment, but it's not true. There are plenty of people out there who, if you reach out, they're going to be there. There are hotlines, suicide prevention hotlines. I will list them in the description. And there are plenty of people out there who would care about, whether or not you were to go through with something like that. Me as just some random person on the internet can say that I care about that kind of stuff. I've had a few of you guys message me about some of the problems you've gone through, whether it be through depression or worse, and telling me how my videos were, what kept you going. Or gave you a reason to smile during the day, which is incredibly flattering. And sometimes I have a hard time understanding why my videos, of all things, help people like that. But it's one of the big reasons why I keep doing YouTube, why I don't stop, is because I think that, there are so many people out there who just want to have somebody that they can have a good time with, whether it be watching a YouTuber or going and, playing a game with a friend or going outside and hanging out with friends or whatever it may be. If there's somebody out there who can watch my videos and it helps them through a hard day or a rough day, then I feel like I've done my part to help better the world. So that's why I keep doing it. But I can also say from personal experience that just because you may think that tomorrow doesn't hold anything important or doesn't seem like it'll be any better, does not mean that it's true. As somebody who used to be like that, I have since obviously seen my life change drastically and for the better. So never be afraid of tomorrow and what tomorrow may bring. You never know what tomorrow may bring unless you live to see it. And tomorrow may be the start of something completely new. It may be the start of a better life. You never know unless you give it a chance. And sometimes that can be very difficult. I feel like I've talked about it before, but when I was younger, I don't know, maybe 10 years at this point. It's been about 10 years. I was in a bad place, and I was one of the... they always talk about the statistics on people who are depressed and suicidal, and that, you know, if you ask somebody, do you have a plan? And they do, that is an immediate red flag, because people who have a plan generally are more likely to go through with it. And there's a very small percentage of people who have a plan who don't. I'm in that small percentage. I did have, I had a whole plan, and I was literally inches away from no longer existing, like inches. And I won't go into the details of what I was doing or what happened, but it was a very close call. I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything like that. I'm saying it was a close call in terms of I was very close to initializing what would have been the plan. And knowing what I know now, I obviously look back at that and say, I'm really glad I didn't go through with anything like that. I never did, because I would have missed out on so many good things in my life. I would have missed out on all the experiences I've had. I would have missed out on this channel, doing all this stuff, being able to help you guys, being able to make a difference in other people's lives, have the job that I do. All of those things I would have missed out on had that gone through. So, as somebody who has been at that tipping point personally, and somebody who has kind of faced death in the face and come out alive, I can say with certainty that while the immediate moment may feel like it can never get better, you can never know that unless you give it time to get better. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about it. Again, if you're having any kind of thoughts, or if you're in a bad place, there are people out there who are willing to help, and you just have to reach out for them. It's all you have to do. Sometimes it can be difficult, because I know especially mental problems aren't given the same amount of respect, I think, as physical ones. People don't treat depression the same way they would treat something like cancer. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't seek help from somebody, because there are people out there that are trained professionals that know how to help. And I know saying that you may feel like, well, they're not a friend, they're not close. But as somebody who is in the mental health field, I can tell you right now that you will feel better if you reach out and talk to those kinds of people who know how to help. And they may, while they may not be a friend type person, they will give you the tools, they will give you the suggestions and the advice to try to help you get to a point where you can feel better on your own. And if you do have, friends that you can talk to about it, then they can help you better too, because you can talk to them about it, tell them about what you had talked about with a professional, and maybe then they can help you, and they can follow some of the advice to help as well. So, again, don't ever think that you have to go through this stuff alone. Never, ever ever believe that. You are not alone. There are countless people out there who are going through the same thing, and you all matter. You all mean something, and you all can do amazing things, but you have to let it happen. You can't give up. I had almost given it up myself, and look where I am now. So don't give up ever. It's hard, I know, hard sometimes to accept that the pain that you're in might not go away, or to feel like it ever will, but I can guarantee it will. You just have to be able to withstand it, get through it. And what's the quote? That the day is the darkest before the dawn. That pain will hurt, but if you push through it, you will be a better person on the other end. So again, I'll leave in the description like suicide hotlines. I'll leave a link to the Syndigo Facebook page post in regards to all of this, in case anybody is confused as what I'm talking about. And then I'm thinking maybe we did a charity live stream a long time ago, probably a couple of years at this point, maybe a year and a half or so ago, for SAVE, which is the Suicide Awareness Voices of Education charity. We might do. I'm thinking I might do another live stream charity for that, just because it's been a while since we've done a live stream for charity. And that's on me. I dropped the ball on that. I've wanted to do it. I've wanted to do it for a while, but I've kind of felt like I wanted to get the channel a little bit bigger and have more people working to help that kind of goal and message. So I think we're at a much bigger and better place, and I'm sure, and I can talk to some of the other YouTubers that I've worked with at this point who are doing it better than I am, to try to maybe get the word out, to do more, to get more donations. But I think we're going to try and do another one for SAVE. As of right now, I'm thinking October 4th, which is a Sunday. It's 2 weeks from yesterday. Do a live stream that day and try to raise money for SAVE. Or if there's another suicide or depression charity that you guys think would be a good one. I know Mark had just done one for, what was it? I can't remember the name of it, but I know he had just done one for suicide and depression, and they raised like $200,000, which was great. But I want to contribute to that too. So SAVE, or if you guys have a suggestion for one, I'll leave it in the comments. Let me know, because I'm sure there are others out there that I'm just not thinking about at the moment. SAVE's the only one that comes to mind because it was the one that we did. So yeah, let me know in the description, and we'll do a live stream. As of right now, I'm gonna say October 4th. We'll do a live stream for, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours maybe, and try to raise money for that kind of stuff, for suicide awareness, suicide prevention, and educating people on the reality and the severity of depression and suicide, and how everybody should care, and it does matter. So again, if you are having any thoughts, or if you ever feel alone, don't believe that you are not alone. There are people out there that you can talk to, that you can reach, that I'll leave in the description. So never feel like you have to give up, or that the world has given up on you, because it hasn't. Sorry for this MonDaiz being pretty low key and down, but I thought it was a very important thing that we talk about. I might even release this a little early, like Sunday night, because I think it's important that we talk about it as soon as possible. I mean, I've talked about it before numerous times, but I think it's always important to talk about it when events like these happen. So anyway, I wanted to focus on that for this vlog, just because I think it is a very important and pressing matter, and something that I think we still have so much trouble understanding, and society as a whole kind of recognizing that it's a severe thing. Yeah, so I think that's really all I need to say about it. As far as channel related stuff, videos will still come out as is. I'm deciding today, Sunday, I didn't feel like making any videos, and I actually even struggled trying to get this one recorded because I felt like recording just kind of felt like it diminishes like what had happened, and I think I had to really think about what I wanted to say and what needs to be said about this kind of stuff. So, you know, if any of the Syndigo guys or Mark or any of them ever get a chance or ever watch this or see this, as somebody who has been to that tipping point and made it out alive, I'm really sorry to hear that Daniel did not. He seemed like a very upbeat and awesome person, and he was a musician, which is always, you know, I'm a musician and perfectionist as well, and it always hurts to hear somebody who has, you know, those similar kinds of interests and passions let the world kind of take over and cause them to think and do things like this. But I hope that this video, even if it only reaches, you know, 10 people, makes a difference. So anyway, so that's going to do it for this episode. Again, the channel related stuff. I have recorded and finished Layers of Fear, the early access as of right now. I don't know if there will be an update by the time it releases, in terms of there being more to the game. So if there is an update, I will record more to it. If not, I will wait till an update. Aside from that, I have a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to get started on, probably starting tomorrow or the day that this comes out, because I just want to take today to just kind of clear my head and think about things, and try and figure out what I want to do with that live stream, the charity live stream. So yeah, I just don't feel like it's not the right time to record. Tomorrow, maybe I'll feel, well, today, as the time you're watching this, hopefully I will feel up to the task. But yeah, suicide is something that for me hits pretty personally, and it's never something that I don't think anybody obviously wants to hear. But as somebody who, again, has been to that point, it always hurts to kind of see that somebody didn't stop themselves. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble about this kind of thing and watching this. And you know, if you know anybody who might benefit from hearing this message, you can share it if you want to anybody who may be in times of grief or times of trouble, so that, you know, you can let them know that not only you care, but some random guy on the internet cares. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. You guys are what make this channel happen, and I thank you very much for that. You know, I wouldn't be here without you guys, so I will catch you in the next video.